Fidelity, one of the largest investment banks in the world, says that one Bitcoin could equal $1 billion. And guys, the CEO of MicroStrategies, Michael Saylor, says that XRP and Ethereum are unregistered securities. Guys, I've got all of that, plus the top crypto news stories of the week that the mainstream media is definitely not talking about. So you're definitely going to want to stay to the end of this episode. So let's go ahead, let's get into it, guys. Let's head over to CoinMarketCap, guys. Got a couple things I want to talk about. Bitcoin right under 17,000. We got Ethereum sitting at 1,200. And again, guys, I'm not comfortable buying anything probably out of this top 50 on CoinMarketCap right now because I do not think the bottom is in. XRP at 38 cents. Cardano down a little bit. Polygon Matic down about 3%. Guys, Solana. Am I getting bullish on Solana again, guys? I got some Solana news toward the end of this episode that I think I'm going to be buying back in some Solana, guys. I know. Crazy, right? Chainlink down 5%. Interesting, guys. I'm hearing that Chainlink's offering some staking services now. So could be super bullish news for Chainlink. Algorand, guys. I am looking to enter a position in buying some Algorand. QNT, very interesting. QNT, very interesting in Near Protocol. ICP, guys, at $4, down 4%, guys. I'm hearing rumors, as always, not financial advice, guys. I'm hearing rumors that ICP could be the Ethereum of the next bull run. That we could see some big stuff coming from ICP. So yeah, guys. So let me know in the comments. Do you agree with any of that? Am I crazy for waiting? Is the bottom already in? Who knows? But let's get to the first story, guys. So I'm going to play this quick clip of what Michael Saylor, he was on a Patrick Bet David podcast, and listen to what Michael Saylor had to say about Ethereum and XRP. Check it out.
It's all unethical, right? I mean, the Bitcoin position would be Bitcoin is an ethical commodity. All of these other altcoins are unregistered securities. They're all just equity tokens issued by a company in order to get around going public. And they're committing securities fraud.
Ethereum included.
Of course, especially Ethereum. Ethereum's got $20 billion of ETH token locked up in the staking contract right now, and there's a couple of people that may or may not give it back to you ever.
So what do you guys think? Is Michael Saylor right? Is XRP and Ethereum unregistered securities? Let me know in the comments, but check it out, guys. So Saylor says SEC should shut down Ripple for offering XRP as unregistered security. Ethereum and Ripple are committing securities fraud, Michael Saylor claims. So, guys, I don't think that XRP and Ethereum are securities, and here's kind of my reason why. Is think about it, guys. SEC is going after XRP pretty hard right now, obviously. Why is Ethereum getting a pass? Like, why are they able to get a pass when essentially, they're both smart contract platforms? They're kind of doing the same thing. Just something's not right, guys, and I think why I don't want them to be, classified as securities, because I don't want these assets under the jurisdiction of the SEC, because if anything over the last, month or so has shown us, we can't trust the SEC. And not only that we can't trust the SEC does not have the retail investors' best interest at heart, I believe. I mean, just seeing what's happening with the Sam Bankman-Fried stuff, but Anyway, next story, guys. So check it out. The world's biggest asset manager, Fidelity, sees Bitcoin valued at $1 billion in the future. One Bitcoin may be worth $1 billion, says Fidelity. Now, guys, this was published in September. I don't know if I talked about this. So one of the largest banks, one of the largest asset managers in the world, Fidelity, who again, guys, we talked about, Fidelity has now offered crypto trading on its platform for users. I believe it's live now. We covered yesterday Goldman Sachs not just wanting to buy crypto. Goldman Sachs wants to buy an entire crypto exchange. And what my prediction is that, Voyager, Celsius, possibly even FTX, that Goldman Sachs will acquire one of these crypto firms because not for the crypto, but because of the customer acquisition cost. See, I would imagine for an investment firm, a brokerage, I'd imagine the customer acquisition cost is very high. It's kind of hard to get somebody with money to move their assets to your platform. So if the customer acquisition cost is high, and I'd imagine there's not too many buyers out there for Celsius, Voyager, and FTX right now. Goldman Sachs has the money. Goldman Sachs is competing with Fidelity, who Fidelity's already live on its crypto trade. So, guys, I'm just kind of connecting a lot of dots here, and I don't think that any of this is too far-fetched, because Goldman Sachs has told us. They're looking to buy a crypto exchange. So again, guys, these are just the stuff that the foundation that's being placed for the next bull run. So it's not like these stories are going to come out and the bull run's just going to start. No. But this is the foundation that's being laid. So when a bull run starts, all systems are go. It's kind of like, like when you plug in the Christmas lights in and, all the Christmas lights, but like if one is missing, it doesn't light up or so. I don't know. That's a bad example. Anyway, guys. Anyway, check this out. This is the CEO of JP Morgan Chase Bank, guys, Jamie Dimon. Check out what he says. And I'm not the biggest fan of Jamie Dimon, but I agree with him here. Jamie Dimon says Americans are spending all their money because of inflation, and that could tip the U.S. into a recession next year. The U.S. economy has been resilient this year despite Federal Reserve's aggressive interest rate hikes and high inflation. But JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon warned storm clouds are still on the horizon. So yeah, guys, so check out, he said this in the article. I think that there's a 5% chance of a soft landing, maybe a 30% chance of a mild recession, and maybe a 30% chance of a hard recession. I think a possibility of 6% unemployment, he said, and I think there's a 30% chance of something, maybe stagflation or something we don't expect. So guys, I agree 100% with Jamie Dimon on this. I think we are in for some tough times, but again, guys, I'm an investor, so making money when there's blood in the streets. I wish this inflation wasn't happening. I wish it wasn't real. But let's talk about something that he said in this article, guys. I think it's really important. He talked about the stagflation. And if you're wondering what stagflation is, guys, don't worry. I had to go look it up because I didn't really understand what it was either. What is stagflation? Stagflation is an economic cycle categorized by slow growth, a high unemployment rate, and high inflation. And key takeaways, stagflation is the simultaneous appearance in an economy of slow growth, high employment, and rising prices. Doesn't it seem that we're kind of dealing with all of that right now? So we're, I guess, possibly dealing with stagflation right now. And guys, what is the cure for stagflation? That's kind of what I was wondering. There is no definitive cure for stagflation. The consensus among economists is that productivity has to be increased to the point where it would lead to higher growth without additional inflation. Wow. So economists are saying like there's no cure for this stagflation. None that they know of. Is it Bitcoin? I don't know. But again, let's always circle back to what the thesis of this channel is how do we protect against inflation? I personally, not financial advice, I think that Bitcoin is the best hedge against inflation. However, I am a real estate investor. I do own a bunch of multifamily real estate and single family real estate, and I feel that a real estate crash is coming. Real estate, directly, like if you're wondering why this real estate crash is coming, directly because of the Fed, because of the interest rate hikes. I believe that real estate crash will happen simultaneously while we're in this recession/depression. But again, guys, I'm going to be buying single-family real estate, multifamily real estate, hopefully in that time period. And if you're looking to acquire real estate, if you're looking to buy your first house, it may be a great buying opportunity for you guys. And plus, by you buying during that time and, fixing up a house, it does stimulate the economy. So something to think about, guys. All right, next story. Forbes. Inflation fears did not increase in November, first time in more than a year. For the first time in more than a year, Americans' inflation fears have not increased, according to new Gallup poll, as high prices, led by the cost of gas, continue to fall heading into the holiday season. Although economists still predict high interest rates, inflation could bring the economy into a recession. Of course, guys. The higher they raise the interest rates, the inflation's not going anywhere. We may have slowed it down. But again, guys, the inflation, this isn't something that Pandora doesn't go back in the box. We've already printed an absurd amount of money. And that's it, guys. So prepare yourself, guys. Prepare your family. Work a little overtime if you got to, guys. Maybe don't spend, cut some of your subscriptions, the stuff you're paying for that, how many of us are paying for monthly subscriptions we don't even use. I mean, guys, there's so many, start cooking at home. There's so many ways we can save money. I haven't been the best, person with managing money in my life. But again, guys, it's a work in progress. I'm getting better every day, right? Check this story out, guys. New York Post. Call him Sam Bankman fraud. FTX investors who lost up to $2 million last year. I was wondering where these people are, guys. Sam Bankman-Fried did all of this, and it's like, where's all the retail that lost all the money? Like they should be rioting in the streets right now, guys. They should be protests. They should be at the SEC, demanding justice. But check this out, guys, from Fortune. The crypto billionaire who helped expose Sam Bankman-Fried's insolvency calls him one of the greatest fraudsters in history and accuses the media and thought leaders of being manipulated. So, guys, this is CZ. He's the CEO of Binance. And, he's kind of being known as maybe the savior of crypto because he's not the one that broke the news of the FTX insolvency. But when CZ sold his, when he dumped his FTT tokens and announced it, that's when we really saw, everything come unraveled when he did that. And Binance is the largest exchange in the world. So very interesting that, guys, that he's calling Sam Bankman-Fried. He is basically agreeing with everything we say on this channel and calling out our mainstream media too, because, guys, sometimes the cover-up is worse than a crime, right? All right, next story, guys. Sam Bankman-Fried says he hired Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyer. Mark S. Cohen helped take down El Chapo and recently represented Ghislaine Maxwell. So, guys, if you don't know who Ghislaine Maxwell is, she's Jeffrey Epstein's mistress, or she's got Mossad ties. Mossad is the Israeli special forces, and she has been charged for soliciting minors. And, actually has no customers. Apparently, was charged for, soliciting minors, but had no clientele, no customers. Interesting. Just, guys, you can't make this up at this point, that Sam Bankman-Fried would choose this guy to be his lawyer, the lawyer that represents Ghislaine Maxwell. You just can't make it up at this point, guys. I'm not even gonna go down a conspiracy road. Sam Bankman-Fried hires Mark Cohen as his attorney. Reuters, the former now bankrupt crypto exchange Bankman-Fried, has yet to be charged with any crimes. I think that's going to change. All right, Fortune article, a bankrupt court is allowing the busted crypto lender Celsius to hand out $2.8 million in bonuses to keep employees from quitting. We're getting really down to the nub of what we need to do to continue to function, the company's lawyer said. So I think that, I wish they'd give the $2.8 million to the people that lost money on Celsius. But again, I think they're using this money, to keep employees, to get everything restructured so that they can be attractive for a Goldman Sachs or somebody to acquire Celsius. Again, guys, the customer acquisition cost is crazy. Plus, guys, if you're a customer of Celsius and, somebody acquires you and makes you whole, you're never leaving that platform, guys, because that's like your life raft, if you lost money on Celsius. Thank God I didn't. Bitcoin.com, court in China recognizes NFTs as virtual property protected by law. A court in the Chinese city of Hangzhou has determined that the non-fungible tokens or NFTs represent virtual property protected by the laws of the People's Republic. The ruling comes from a case over a dispute between a customer and a platform hired to sell a collection of tokens. The contract involved in the case does not violate laws and regulations of our country, nor does it violate the actual policy and regulatory guidance to prevent economic and financial risk, and should be protected by the laws. This is interesting, guys. This is China. Essentially, again, guys, I'm not a geopolitical expert. I don't know shit about China. But the fact that they're legalizing NFTs, the fact that they've said crypto's banned, China's very confused, guys. China's very confused. But I think this is a positive sign for the people of China. And, guys, I'm going to end with this story. CNBC, if you ever needed an indicator of a bottom was in, Jim Cramer urges investors to exit crypto. It's never too late to sell. CNBC's Jim Cramer on Monday told investors they still have time to sell their cryptocurrency holdings. It's never too late to sell an awful position, and that's what you have if you own these so-called digital assets. Guys, I love Jim Cramer. I really do. So is the bottom in? Let me know in the comments. Also, too, guys, I'm now proved I can do live streams. I'm thinking about doing a live stream maybe where I play a lot of chess. If any of you guys want to play chess, I play on chess.com. Maybe we could just play chess, talk crypto, just maybe do a little fun episodes. Maybe we do that on a weekend. Let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in. Anyway, y'all, I'm Classic Kev. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out. Peace.